10 Best Special Forces in Africa 2023. The best special forces in Africa earn their reputation by the exploits they perform and the effects of their work. Africa has always needed powerful military units trained to carry out special operations in very difficult terrain. The purpose of these special forces is not to intimidate the people but to secure them. Special forces go on those missions that are not suitable for the full force of the army. Even when they are heavily outnumbered, they infiltrate enemy positions and carry out specific orders that turn the situation in favor of their respective militaries. Special forces may be sent in to disable or destroy specific targets, after which a larger force may move in to sweep the area. These special forces are the pride of their respective militaries. They are trained in special combat and are very amenable when it comes to weapons. When they are involved in military operations, their governments are almost certain of victory. Welcome to our channel. In this video, we bring to you the best special forces in Africa. Watch on to find out which is the best. 10. Ethiopian Ground Forces. The Ethiopian Army is already known to be one of the most prepared fighting forces on the continent, currently engaged with separatists in several regions across the country. The Special Unit is a special division of the Ethiopian military that is trained to infiltrate enemy positions and engage in subterfuge so as to help the army gain a tactical advantage. This unit is also engaged in counterterrorism and other such special operations. 9. Kenyan Army Special Operations Regiment, SOR. As the biggest economy in East Africa, Kenya needs to be ready to defend its people as well as those doing business on its soil. In order to do this, it needs an elite military force, which is why it has the Kenyan Army Special Operations Regiment, which is the elite force of the Kenyan Army. The Special Operations Regiment is one of the best special forces in Africa. It is made up of specially chosen soldiers serving in the Kenyan Army, who have received special training in stealth operations, long-range weaponry, hand-to-hand combat, infiltration, and other kinds of special operations that need tactics. The SOR receives training and technical assistance from the special units of the British and American armies. 8. Ugandan Special Forces Command. The Special Forces Command of the Ugandan Army is a special unit of the Ugandan Army trained for situations of particular difficulty. Uganda is already working to establish itself as the dominant military presence in East Africa, and this unit has been instrumental in attaining that sovereignty. This unit is specially trained in hand-to-hand combat, as well as in infiltration, reconnaissance, and intelligence gathering operations. The Ugandan Special Forces Command has engaged hostage takers and is poised to take on terrorists, eliminating them and gaining tactical advantage. They have also engaged rebels from other countries who have tried to gain a foothold on Ugandan soil. 7. Tunisian National Guard Special Unit. Tunisian National Guard Special Unit is an elite unit of the Tunisian military that is focused on hostage rescue, reconnaissance, and other special military actions. As the name implies, they function like a national guard. They are on standby to neutralize any threat to the country's civilian population. They fight on Tunisian soil, and they eliminate any threat in the form of terrorists, hostage takers, and such armed and organized aggressors seeking to bring harm to the people of Tunisia. 6. The Nigerian Navy Special Boat Service, NNSBS. The Nigerian Navy Special Boat Service has distinguished itself as one of the best special forces in Africa. This elite unit was created by the Nigerian government in 2006, based on the British Special Boat Service SBS. This unit was born in response to the worsening tide of insurgency, oil bunkering, and sea piracy in Nigerian waters. They are adept at engaging the enemy while mounted on small, easily maneuverable boats, which give them the advantage of speed and surprising criminals. In 2016, after receiving a distress call from a British vessel, MT Vectis Osprey, this unit sprung into action. They were deployed abroad on a Nigerian Navy patrol boat, NNSBS. They met the pirates in the process of boarding the merchant vessel and immediately opened fire on them. Their quick and resolute action resulted in the neutralization of the situation and the rescue of the crew. 5. Royal Moroccan Gendarmerie Intervention Group, GIGR. The Royal Moroccan Gendarmerie Intervention Group, GIGR is the elite regiment of the Royal Moroccan Army. As with most other special forces, their work includes infiltration of high-risk enemy bases, including terrorist bases and hostage situations. This unit has special operational synergy with other arms of the Moroccan military, including commando units of the Royal Guard, an airborne assault battalion, a mountain infantry battalion, and so on. This is the main strike force of the Moroccan military and is one of the reasons why the country is peaceful and secure. 4. Tunisian Army Special Forces Group, SFG. The Tunisian Army Special Forces Group, SFG, is the elite unit of the Tunisian Army. This is the group chosen out of the 80,000 soldiers of the Tunisian Army for their exemplary fortitude, strength, and ruggedness. Whenever they are pictured, they are always seen heavily masked so as to hide their identity. This is probably because they are only sent to defuse situations that are of extraordinary danger and which require unconventional actions. They are trained in hand-to-hand combat, long-range weaponry, stealth operations, and anti-insurgency. This unit is usually called upon to help gain a tactical advantage in hostage situations, as well as in situations of terrorism. 3. Algerian Army Special Intervention Group. As Algeria is poised to create a free and multicultural society, it has adopted a zero-tolerance policy for terrorism. The Algerian Army Special Intervention Group is the army unit charged with enforcing zero tolerance for terrorism. This unit has attained a reputation for cold-blooded ruthlessness. Their work usually includes infiltration of terrorist locations and making preemptive strikes before the terrorists can gain a tactical advantage or use hostages as bargaining chips. This elite military force has already scored several successes, which has given them the reputation for carrying out their orders, even if it means that there will be casualties on both sides of the engagement. They are adept at using hand-to-hand combat. They are taught Japanese jiu-jitsu and the ancient Korean martial arts. They are trained to be patient and to endure discomfort for long periods of time. 2. South African Special Forces Brigade. South Africa has always been one of the best on the continent for everything. It is therefore no surprise that her elite military unit should be considered one of the best special forces on the continent. The South African Special Forces Brigade was formed from the then Hunter Group and designed to hunt down terrorists using long-distance weapons, special tactics, and hand-to-hand combat. This military unit is trained to perform counterterrorism operations as well as other high-risk maneuvers that require tactics and stealth. The unit is made up of trained soldiers who are put through a special challenge, which tests their physical and mental preparedness. 1. Egyptian Army Unit 777. The Egyptian Army Unit 777 is the special unit of the Egyptian Army trained in performing counterterrorism operations within Egypt and around its areas of interest. This unit is adept in the use of hand-to-hand combat and also in the use of small weapons. The unit is trained to work in tense hostage situations. They infiltrate the enemy positions and then disarm key targets among the hostage takers, thereby freeing the hostages, or at least substantially reducing the collateral damage when the rescue units storm the location to salvage the situation. A few years ago, Egypt was almost overrun by terrorists. Now, the country is very well secure due to the work of Unit 777 and other members of the Egyptian military. They are very good at intelligence gathering and execute orders in the air, on land, and in the water. To be considered one of the best special forces in Africa, there has to be clear results to show that the military unit is effective. It must also be stated that intelligence gathering is just as important as actual engagement because it would help reduce the incidences of acts of terror and other forms of insecurity. When a special unit of the military has earned a positive reputation, their presence alone will serve as a deterrent to criminals because they will generally prefer to stay out of the way of such military units. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video and tell us if you agree with us in the comment section or not. Also, click on the subscribe button for more interesting videos and click on the notification bell.